Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only a day. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. On the day we are together again. On the day we are together again, I will pull you in close like a hoop with no end. On the day we are together again, we will share the same table again. We will share the same table again. I will pass you the salt, the candle I will bend when we share the same table again. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will walk around the block hand in hand. We will stop for a snack at the taco truck stand when we walk around the block hand in hand. Someday we will go back to work. Someday we will go back to work. May we be among people who respect our work. Someday we will go back to work. I will write you a letter for now. I will write you a letter for now. inside me. To the healers who keep us alive. To the healers who keep us alive. A toast to your courage, knowledge and light. To the healers who keep us alive. And the ones we love who are gone. And the ones we love who are gone. We remember the stories and we sing the songs for the ones we love who are gone. And on the day we are together.
Well, bonjour, good morning. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Good to see you all bright and early. Not too early, but early enough, right? Today is February 19th, 2024, 10:09 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. It's good to see you all in chat. Took the day off yesterday. I had been going hard. Researching, and I thought, you know, if God can take a day off on Sunday, hopefully I can too. So I did. I was out of town actually. So thank you all so much for joining me. I do appreciate your time. In all sincerity, we are going to be talking about Audrey Cunningham. They're out searching again today. Hopefully, today will be the day that we get more answers, or at least she is found. This has been going on since Thursday. Am I right? Thursday, Friday, or was it Friday? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Is that right? I'm trying to think. Thank you guys so much for the compliments and the kindness you guys show in chat. I really do appreciate it. Thursday. Okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's day 5. Wow. There's a lot. This story has gone national. It's gone national, and that's great. It was on Good Morning America this morning. Maybe some of you saw it. Um, and it's good that this is getting the exposure from, coast to coast and around the world. Yeah. Hey, Marlena. Good morning. I'm. What did it say? I'm worried the direction that man pointed in the direction of the river. Um, you know, some people is alleging that Stephen has confessed. We don't know that. So we're just going to have to see, and we're just going to have to wait. So we're going to go over some things. A little bit a little bit about some times and all of that, bunch of different stuff. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, please go ahead and do that. It is a simple yet highly effective way it lets people know that little Audrey Cunningham's video needs to be seen. It is a way to help spread the message. It takes 1 second to just hit that thumbs up. And if you can share this on your social media, even better. Even better. Seeing a virtual confession of Summer case last night. A virtual confession. What's a virtual confession, Mike? Hmm. Don't know. Don't know what that is. Um. All right. So we're gonna the news is already out and popping this morning. Sally Beauty. 1 second, y'all.
And right now, police are asking for your help to find 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham. Here are 3 things we know about her disappearance right now. First, Audrey was last seen on Thursday morning when she was dropped off at the bus stop before school, but she never made it onto the bus. Investigators also think that this blue, dark 2003.
That's not technically right. That's not technically right. She never went to the bus stop. She was never dropped off to the bus stop at all. And we're gonna talk about some times about what time the bus arrives, all of that in just a moment. So
Chevy Suburban is involved in her disappearance. And that car belongs to this man, 42-year-old Don Stephen McDougal, who was identified as a person of interest. He was arrested on Friday for an unrelated charge. Joining us now is our Ugochi Aloka live in Livingston for us this morning with the latest on these developments. Ugochi, what have you learned about McDougal?
Well, Steph, we know that McDougal right now is in jail for an unrelated aggravated assault charge not linked to Audrey Cunningham's case. But I got to tell you, just about 15 minutes ago, we got the latest new update from the Polk County Sheriff's Office, and they tell us that this part of Trinity River boat ramp off of Highway 59 will be blocked off to the public, so it will be closed as soon as search crews get back out here
yes,
and continue their
closed
search
today.
for the 11-year-old. Now back to McDougal. Take a look. This is video that K211 got of a cell phone video of McDougal driving away in his vehicle Friday before his arrest. Even though he's not a suspect in Audrey's disappearance, investigators say he is a person of interest. Now, records show McDougal was convicted of enticing a minor with intent out of Brazoria County in 2007. This morning, we know authorities found a child's wet backpack near Lake Livingston Dam Friday, about 5 miles from Audrey's home. Now, Polk County Crime Stoppers, they do say they are offering a $7,000 reward really to anyone that has information that can lead to the arrest and conviction in Audrey's disappearance case. Hopefully it doesn't come to that and it leads to them actually finding her in one piece. Reporting live in Livingston.
So there we have it. That ramp is closed. Now have been looking in this water obviously for a reason. They are searching for Audrey. Now it hasn't been the only place that they have searched. They've searched different areas and they've made that clear as well. Uh but why are they focusing on the water? Could she be anywhere around the lake or in the woods anywhere? Just throwing that out there, questions to you guys. Or do you guys think, in your opinion, that he may have told them, uh may have not confessed, but may have said, look in the water? I wonder if he's talking. Yeah. Good morning, Nicolina. This is a very slim chance of finding her based on the alligators. Yeah, fish. I think they'll find her. I think they will. Um, it's it's a lot. It's a lot. Why would he cooperate? Uh, I think they have so much evidence against this man. He and thank God that they do. Alligators. You never heard of an alligator until yesterday? What? We have very few gators in Texas. I did hear that there were gators in. Oh, long rap sheet. We're going to talk about that in just a moment as well. Uh, he lives in a trailer on grandmother's property. Makes me wonder if something wasn't going on between them. You never know. You never know. All right. Let's look at some things here. Let me pop this up. Now, the only thing that I ask in chat is you honestly just be respectful. And please don't. I don't. The dad. I don't care what you really say about him personally, but just kind of be respectful toward the mother if you don't mind. She she may have done wrong in her past, but she's it doesn't it she's not responsible for this. She's not responsible for whatever happened to Audrey. So let's just kind of, you don't have to agree with her, but we don't have to like drag her for filth either. You know what I mean? So that's all I ask with that. Darcy, thank you so much. I don't think she's in the water. I think he is playing games with law enforcement. Interesting. Thank you, Darcy, for that. Very possible. Very possible. The thing with these type of psychopath crazy individuals is they know they have the cards, right? They have the answers, they have the cards. So, and they love having the power. Love having the power of knowing, of having essentially the upper hand for a time being. That always goes back to bite them normally, but they love that. And he could be playing games. It's quite possible. Good morning, Miss Fletcher. Thank you so much for 5 months, my love. Love you as well. Thank you for being here. Yes. And bless Lulu. That's the thing. I really, really hope that Audrey is found today and that this can be done. You know what I mean? They can start moving, you know, toward who did this. And now, listen, guys, the police have also said that suspects, right? And we don't know. We don't know necessarily all the details of what went on. And I do believe that more than one person will be in trouble when this is all said and done. Personally, I do. Um, and the way law enforcement has spoken, more than one suspect. I mean, I think we have a general consensus on who at least in my opinion, of who the main character is. But I do think there could be some much lesser charges in the end for another individual. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Uh, you know, Audrey hasn't even been found yet. So we just have to see. I mean, look at this guy. This man has been in trouble since You know, I really would like to know, after all of this is said and done, when Audrey is found and all of that, I would like to know this man's background, Stephen's background. How did he grow up? Well, what was he like? Because I feel like he was the type that probably hurt animals and played with a bunch of fire. That type, right? Why was he Well, he's in jail now, but what you mean, like, why wasn't he in jail before? The thing that I wonder more than anything is why, you know, he's, the enticing the child thing, right? The enticing the child charge that he was charged with, but I don't think he was convicted of it. Was that right? Was he not convicted? I need to look at his chart here. But he never had to. Oh, I think he was grooming her. Well, he had known he had known Audrey for quite a long time. What made him less than a week ago, y'all, Audrey was fine. Everything was she was here, accounted for. And now it's Monday, and they've been searching for her for days. What made him change? Was it drugs induced? Is he just evil? Did he get mad and take it out on Audrey? Was it uh sick, he's sick, twisted, motivated? Yeah, rest in peace, Connie. Connie was a good soul. Bless her heart. She was alive. I doubt she was okay. The guy didn't snap. He was afraid she's going to talk. That could be it as well. That could be it as well. But this man has had a lot of victims. There's people in life like Stephen, like Don Wells, that they just go through life hurting people, not caring about other people's feelings, or respect or anything like that. It's just a constant going to the next person, the next person. Who can I take advantage of in more ways than one, right? Who can I screw over in life? And who can I steal from? Who can I lie to? Constant, constant. And it is not something that is just, it happened within a period of their life, which, it wasn't a 6-month thing that they, went crazy. It is like, it's literally almost from the beginning of their life. He must have a history of oops. Unapproachable Light says he must have a history of this in some sort of ways. We will find out eventually. Well, yes, we'll find out more, but also we know a lot of his history. Oh, actually, let me show you. I forgot to. All right. Let me. I've got his. Let me show you guys something. Hold on. Let me pop this over. Paste. All right. We'll look at some of his history here. Excuse me. Sassy Ann, thank you so much for renewing your membership, my love. I appreciate it. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My loves, appreciate your support. So let me make myself smaller here. So here's his time. Here's what we have found so far. Here's what we have found so far. In 1998, assault. January. Sorry, was that 98? Yeah. January 17th, 99, evading an arrest or detention. February 9th, 2001, hugs. July 25th, 2001, driving while intoxicated and evading arrest. October 17th, 2001, filing a false report to a police officer. Thank you, love one another. It's very kind of you. November 12th, 2001. Oops. Assault that caused bodily injury of a family member. Okay. I got a frog in my throat and I can't get it out. Okay. February 6, 2002, hugs. February 23rd, 2002, assault on a public servant. July 10th, 2002, driving while intoxicated. August 1st, 2002, bail jumped, failure to appear. May 4th, 2003, possession of dangerous hugs. September 30th, 2003, assault on a public servant. September 25th, 2005, evading arrest or detention. February 15th, 2006, possession of a controlled substance. March 31st, 2007, enticing a child with intent. July 7th, 2009, unauthorized use of a vehicle. February 6, 2010, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. April 13th, 2014, theft of property. July 5th, 2014, reckless driving. August 23rd, 2018, resisting arrest, search, or transport. January 19th, 2019, assault with bodily injury. August 8th, 2020, harassment. September 29th, 2023, resisting arrest or transport. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, right, Angela? Yeah. How do people like this, like, if you and I had a record like that, we would be under the freaking jail. We would be under the jail. These people fall through the cracks. Just like, get them out. We don't even want them in our prison. That's amazing speculation, Station. Congratulations. Absolutely, congratulations. Because this man has not changed. Has not changed at all. So let's talk about some times. We're going to talk about some times here. So someone in one of the posts wrote, it was him. He left the house with her, meaning Audrey, in his vehicle around 6:15, never stopped at the bus stop, left neighborhood around 6:50, didn't return till 11th. Now, the police have not confirmed that. I just want to be very clear. Police have not confirmed any of this. They have not said any of this. This is pure hearsay speculation. But I do want to talk about the bus and stuff like that. Uh, Kathy also says, Heather Meek, when they left the house at 6:15, meaning Audrey was alive, but they couldn't not see her as he passed the bus stop at almost 7 o'clock. Now, we don't know. Have law enforcement searched the house? Oh, they have seized his car the other day when they arrested him. They have searched everything. Absolutely. Yes, for sure. That you can take that to the bank. Uh Now, Stephen, Thursday morning at 6:31 a.m., that is when, I don't know if y'all can see it there. It's right here. Thursday at 6:31 in the morning, right? This is the bus, before the bus. He's writing good morning. Or sorry, yeah. Thursday 6:31 morning, and then so this is when he's writing good morning at 6:31 in the morning, and he doesn't write. He wrote, hope I hear from her this morning, and please let me know that if she changed her mind, that is perfectly okay too. And I understand, don't want her feeling pressured. So this is 6:30 in the morning. Now, the bus where Audrey is picked up at, the bus shows up at about 7:10 in the morning. So there was like 40 minutes she should have been at the bus. Janelle, I agree. I agree. Yep, I agree. But more so, you know, if you don't leave your kids around someone that's got like swastika tattoos, that's just not a good idea. I'm sorry. It's just not. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. So I heard usually walked with her dog. Well, I don't know. But the question is, was Audrey alive that morning? or what had something already happened to her. And if nothing had happened to her that morning, then he completely this was premeditated. It would have been completely premeditated, in my opinion, because he is writing the mother, in my opinion, trying to set her up. This isn't the first person that he's tried to lure in the woods. I see you. Can you, I forgot to clip that. If you can, dear, can you, text me that story of, the woman and the man getting no, maybe I did clip it about getting beat in the head. But the bus stops about 7:10 in the morning. Did grandma see her that morning? That's a good question, Cynthia. Great question. Don't I haven't heard. I need to ask my source that. That's a good question. All right. Did grandma or anyone see him that morning? That's a very good question. Good morning, Trulia. Neighbors at bus stop area have said she usually walked alone to the stop and she was not there that morning. And grandma's 911 falsely stated that she was dropped off and that they best check her mom's house. Interesting. Do you guys think that there was something going on with grandma and Steven? So the man wanted to take her to school and lost. Okay. Another thing. Okay. Here we go. Hold on, guys. I got a frog on my All right. Sorry. Yep, you guys do. So in 2019, Stephen McDougal asked me and my child's father for a ride, and he told us he needed to be dropped off at a friend's house. He told us to drive down the road with a bunch of trees, and then he told us to pull into this abandoned drive that his friend's house was walking distance. During the car ride, Stephen asked me to use the cell phone. I let him use the phone. He asked my kid's father if he wanted to walk with him to the house to, quote, meet his buddy, end quote. Something in my gut didn't feel right, so let me see here. Okay. Uh, I got them backwards. 1 second here. Uh, didn't feel right, so I stepped out of the car before I could get completely out of the car. My kid's father was being beat in the head with a metal pipe, and I panicked and was trying to find my phone that he hid in my back seat, so it so it would take some time for me to find it. I called 911. My kid's father was running, trying to get away from him with the pipe, and that he got him on the ground in the ditch and continued to beat him in the head with a pipe. I got in touch with the 911 and was crying on the phone, telling them to please come help me. He was hurting, excuse me, he was hurting my kid's father really bad, and Stephen came up to me and told me to hang up the phone. I told Stephen no, that the cops knew where I was and that they knew his name. Stephen took off running through the woods, and my kid's father was gushing blood from his head, and his head was split open. A few days later, after the incident, we heard that Stephen needed a car for a robbery from a friend and he was trying to steal my car and leave me and the kid's dad out there that night. God was with us, and I'm praying for Audrey and her family. Justice needs to this monster. He's not a good person. So, not looking good. It's not looking good. I feel like 1,000%, in my opinion, he was trying to set up Audrey's mom. Audrey's mom. He likes to get people out in the middle of nowhere where they don't have, where they're vulnerable, right? Nobody's around, no phone service or take your phone or whatever. And then steal your car, do something to you, and he takes advantage. Terrible. That's the one thing that makes sense to me. Set up. Yeah. Yeah. Which that's the question. That is the question with this. Was Audrey alive at this time? You know what I mean? Was she okay? Still planning on going to school? Everything was kosher as possible there. And he's setting this up, with Audrey's mom, or was Audrey not okay, and he is trying to get Audrey's mom to come out to possibly do something to her. You never know, right? Did he think he would get custody or something of Audrey? No. I don't think thought he was going to get. I don't think he. No. Now remember, Stephen himself, he's a dad. He's a dad of two. I mean, he's biologically a father, I guess you would say. My grandma was crushing. Maybe grandma was crushing on him while he had plans to be. I don't know. Mods, please give Anna a tardy ticket. She is late. God, Anna, you are late again. Tardy, tardy, tardy. You're fine, honey. Definitely feels like a setup. Yeah. Definitely feels like a setup. I don't think so. Keeper True Crime and Paranormal says, I don't think so. No video call to mom. Think it happened on Wednesday. It very That's extremely possible. That's extremely possible. Did it, she got home, you know, Audrey got home, and, was he in some meth type psychosis, crazy, or God knows what? But if this happened Wednesday, this is the thing. If this happened Wednesday, where was grandma? Where was grandma? You get what I mean? Justin, I checked the release times for Livingston Den. There was a release at 8 a.m. on February 15th. That is when and where he put Sweet. It will be a huge challenge to find her. It will be, but she will be found. She's going to be found. I have all the faith in the world in these guys. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if this happened Wednesday, after school, during the evening, during the night, is it true he lived in the yard in a camper? Yes. That's Judith. That's very possible. We'll find out more in the days to come, but I think he wanted to set uh, mom up for unalive. It's possible. Um, who fed this girl and tucked her in at night? Yes, Honey Dip. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. After school, like, obviously you're with your kids, right? You make them dinner, you do your homework with them, or right, or whatever. And that's exactly, Honey Dip. Did no one get her up of the morning? Because I don't know about y'all's kids, but my kids, it's like, come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. There's some type of disconnect. There certainly is. Something is wrong. Something is, we're missing a piece somewhere, right? We're missing something. He wanted to look like the mom got her, but it didn't work that way. Yeah. There's just some of these kids just have to grow up way, 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 way too fast. Okay. So here is a picture of, hold on. Here is a picture of Stephen, grandma, and hold on. Okay, and Audrey, and I don't know these two, but this says June 24th, 2023 at the bottom. June 24th, 2023. So they went to Florida. Oh, thank you, Courtney Dawn. That's very kind of you, my dear. So yeah, went June. I don't know if you can see it because my banner. Let me see here. See it right there at the very bottom. Took the banner off so you guys could see it. June 24th, 2023. Florida bound with Tabitha, uh, Claire's, okay, Audrey and Annetta. And that was in June of last year. So this wasn't just, he had known him a couple weeks. I mean, by June of 2023, he was comfortable enough to, go with him to Florida. It's very disturbing, Teddy. It's very disturbing. It feels that way. Feels that way. And that's why I think there may be more charges on that property, with people on that property. Just my opinion. We'll have to wait and see. Think it was premeditated? The grandma doesn't too much older than him. Yeah, I mean, where do these people pick these crappy men at? Issues like dad, and I believe there is something else going on here. She was raised up in all of this, and she thought everything was okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see, you know, think it had. I think it probably happened that night as well. I think it happened or earlier. That's Tar Heel. That's what we're trying to ask is do you think him and Grandma were intimate? Because I mean I don't know. It just to be sleeping in someone's yard in the camper and going to Florida. Uh, something's going on. Sorry, not sorry. Something's going on. Well, and Deb, we know that Steven was putting ads out in September for that. Who filmed her giving a tattoo? That tattoo, man. Y'all. Look at this. I can't. What is wrong? Like, it's not Audrey's fault. It's whoever's allowing her. This is grooming. This is grooming. I don't care what anyone says. In my opinion, this person looks like he's sitting like literally on a toilet. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's got his pants pulled down. I don't know if he's got his uh shorts pulled up. I don't know what he has on. But a literally 10 or 11-year-old little girl when this was done is grooming, in my opinion. I don't know whose leg this is. I mean, to me, it looks, it looks like demons and skulls on there. So who would you expect, in my opinion? Looks just like a Justin. And what do you think they were talking about the grandmother while tatting? I don't know. I don't know. I am telling you, that tattoo is like a trophy. Oh God, Zelda. Oh my God, I never thought of it like that. Oh my God. Freaks. Yes, Smiley. Yes. This is little Audrey giving a real tattoo to, I guess, Steven. She's like 10 years old here. It's crazy. Darcy, I'm so sorry I missed you, honey. Did you see the post Cassie made in the group 7 hours ago? I did not. No. If anyone wants to text me anything that they have seen, uh or oh, wait a minute, I just got something. You can either text me, call in, or email at this number. You can call this number or text this number, or you can email. That tattoo is on her father. The video says Joshua Cummings. Okay, I don't know where the original came from. It just says find Audrey Cummings here. Regardless, it just feels wrong. That hold on, I'm checking. Okay, there we go. All right. So moving on. Let's go back to here's a night out. Like this was in one of the groups. It says family fun night. Her dad is in the gray shirt.
Let's do this. Get it over with.
Just bend over and grab the couch.
No, I'm doing that.
Catch the wall. Audrey, get back. Audrey, come here.
Wait, you're in my fleece. Remember, I was supposed to be catching you.
My baby.
Go. You gotta just do it. You just gotta do it. You can't just touch my buns.
I can do this.
All right.
Good?
On the chest. Go. Ah! God damn balls. Okay. Oh my God. The other cheek now. You gotta get the other cheek. Oh God, this is great. Oh my God. Does it hurt the balls? No. No? Oh my God. My cheeks. My fucking cheeks. I can't believe you just fucking did that.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It makes me die a little bit.
Okay. Hey, wait. And who will be next? Audrey? Find out next week.
What did that say?
Video. All right, you ready for this? And who will be next? Audrey? Find out next week.
Who will be next? Audrey, find out next week. I don't know. It just says in the group, it says Joshua Lucky Cunningham gets tased. So they are tasing their hookas, that. What if the dad, he's so young? He does look young. He does look young. Yeah. Who's tasing their anus? I tell you, these people. I tell you, human beings never cease to amaze me. All right. This was an interesting post. Dad is 29. I'll make myself. Well, you still can't see it. Okay. So this says, okay, I've been thinking about this for a while and I've decided to share it. As I've stated several times in the comments already, I used to stay with Joshua Cunningham and his family when I was a teenager. There was another guy that hung out a lot over there and was our friend. Mind you, we were kids at the time, like 15 or 16. The man was like 27 at the time, and Tabitha had him around us all the time. His name is Henry Reyes. Sorry, it's so tiny. Let me see if I can. There we go. And he still hangs out with Josh and his friends and family regularly, and I think that his record speaks volumes. He was also associated with Stephen McDougal, as you can see in his post. Why was he around us as kids? Why is Joshua actively act sorry act yeah actively friends with multiple S offenders? These are all charges I found from running his name through the kids' live safe. This man used to be around us regular as kids, and I remember he would message me on Facebook sometimes, but I can't find any of the old messages from when I was a teenager. I can't help but think this might be important information. What is going on in that fucking house? Sounds like they've been exploring this little girl. I don't know. There's just so many people. Well, not so many people. There's these types of people that will pick people up. They don't care where they're from, what they've done, who they are, what they've been accused of, what their criminal history is, and just let them right in their house. Let them around their family. Let them around their kids. And think that nothing is going to, happen. Okay. Thank you. I see you for that. All right. Now, Cassie did do a post. Um, one second here. Let me get it. Hold on. I'm going to play this 1 second. And then we're going to read Cassie's post that she did. Bear with me.
we're here at the starting point of the investigation into what happened to 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham along the Trinity River in Livingston. This is where search crews are supposed to be back out here once it gets brighter out in the morning to continue their search for her. Now, we are also talking about the family's message to people about speculating online and sharing fake Facebook posts on KHOU 11 Morning News.
You hear all that? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's read Cassie's post. If you guys want to send me anything, you can send it, text the link or text the picture to 307-228-4906, or you can call in or you can email it at alljustice, the number for the letter U, at gmail.com. Where is it at? Okay, here's Cassie's post. This was 8 hours ago. 8 hours ago. I'd like to address all the assumptions being passed around here recently. If you can provide me a record that states I failed a drug test for court in the custody battle for Audrey, then and only then can you accurately state I was on drugs, chose drugs over my child, did drugs around my child, etc. Just know that can't be done because it is nothing other than a rumor spread by the same father that put her in this situation in the beginning to begin with. Now until until then, you all look you all look nothing other than a bunch of silly people who chose to speak on a subject they are obviously uneducated in. The professionals you look to the professionals you look to the professionals you look to solve this case know the facts and reasons behind the messages that I chose to post myself to be nothing other than crystal clear and honest about everything because I have nothing to hide. Just know that your BS doesn't faze me one bit. The most important and only important thing to me is finding my daughter. I could give no F's less what everyone thinks, what you think, and your judgment isn't giving me my daughter back. Use more energy, productivity to try and help instead of hurt. That's, I don't know, just one idea. Because obviously, by now, if your speculation was true, I'd be sitting in the same boat as the man who has taken my baby from the family that loves her. Grow the F up. This is beyond childish at this point. Not everything is about slandering, bullying people you don't even know for the sake of your entertainment. I I have a lot of compassion personally for Audrey's mom. Um, so I have a lot of compassion for. Uh, I don't think that, in my opinion, people should be slamming her right now. You can tell she is distraught about her daughter. Yeah, maybe she didn't make the best choices in the past, but regardless, it has nothing to do with the fact that someone did wrong, really, really wrong to her daughter. She didn't have custody. She did not have custody. So, regardless of how we think, the custody was with the father, and he was the one responsible for her. He was the one responsible for Audrey. And uh you know It wasn't up to Audrey's, you know, mother. So, where was this at? 1 second.
Never even made it. He was allegedly dropped off at her bus stop. And later on, we come to learn that she never even made it on the bus.
Well, you just heard from the mother of 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham, who is still missing after 4 days of extensive searching. Thank you for joining us here on Good Morning Texas. I'm Sharday LeRae. Well, Audrey's mother says her daughter was last seen around 7 a.m. last Thursday when she was supposed to catch the school bus near their home in Livingston. But let's look at the timeline a little bit this morning. Saturday, officials arrested 42-year-old Don Stephen McDougal on an unrelated charge. Officials did not specify whether or not Audrey was last seen with McDougal. They did note that a dark blue Suburban that you just saw there linked to McDougal is of interest in this case. We're also learning that a backpack belonging to Audrey was also found near the Lake Livingston Dam, which is several miles from her home.
We are looking at this as a criminal investigation as well. And so we have to protect the integrity of that. And again, I want to reiterate, our sincere hope is that we bring Audrey home. So anyone who has information, who has seen that vehicle, the 2003 Chevrolet Suburban, please call investigators and give us your information.
Now, this is the most recent pictures of Audrey, some of them right here shared from her family last week. Officials are offering a $7,000 reward for information leading to Audrey.
Great comment, Mohawk. Great comment. Look at what Harmony's mother had to do to go through to get police to look for her. Also, remember she was dragged into social media. Absolutely. Crimes have consequences. This is a very, very tangled web. And we still don't really have clarity. Why is dad and grandma so quiet? They're going through a lot. They're going through a lot. And but this man should have not been around him. This man should have never been around any children at all, ever. If you are accused, charged with enticing minors and have a rap sheet, I just showed you guys some of the rap sheet that, it started in 1998, that's as far back as we can get right now. Does she have any siblings who lived with her? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah. Yeah, Asa, it's, especially young children, 10, 11, even younger, don't let them walk alone, especially. He should have been in jail and stayed in jail a long time ago. Why are they saying not to believe social media when it was the family and friends that put the stuff on face? Oh, that's true. You got a point. You got a point, Mohawk. You have a point. Someone wrote in the message group just a little bit ago that Stephen stabbed a man 3 times in August, and it's taken till now to arrest him for those charges. BS. If he would have been arrested and someone would have done their job, then he wouldn't have been on the streets to harm anyone else. They knew he was a danger to society. Who failed who here? Just saying. I don't. Oh, Estelle, I would never show that. I would never show that. No. No, that was sent to me a couple days ago, and yeah, never. There's people don't even need to be taking pictures like that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, JK. Yeah, I won't show that shower video. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. What else do we got here? Yeah, the dad needs to be locked up. He allowed her to be around her. I think the dad will probably, or the grandma, or both, be getting in some trouble. I absolutely think it's coming. Yes, and yeah. The dad and grandma should be in jail. Well, to me, especially if this grandma was you know, doing the Hana, or, she's doing the horizontal polka with him, uh, then yeah, she should be, especially. Should have never been around those kids. Well, if that's the case, they need to be charged. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Where was I? There. Let me find it here. I got so many tabs pulled up, y'all guys. Um, is the granddaughter's stepsister? Two. It says two. There are. I mean, the police have said quite clearly that there is more than one person of interest. Now, I don't think that has any, you know, being a person of interest doesn't mean that you're going to be arrested, but it does means that they are looking in to you, and it doesn't mean that you unalive someone. It could be something, completely uh that you were just negligent in one way or another, right? I'll have to go back and watch at the hospital with the yeah, Toodles. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I can't in I just can't say anything about the mother. I really can't because um I respect someone that steps away and says, "Listen, I can't even take care of myself at the moment. I'm struggling with my own self, and I think, she'll be better wherever, or if the court made that decision, and then it was totally out of her hands to begin with. So either way, I can't do that to her. You know, she so I mean she looks clean now in my opinion. And you know something, Dina Lynn? Yes, you can tell she's heartbroken, in my opinion. She's absolutely heartbroken. She cried more than Don and Candace ever did. You can see that there's real emotion in her heart. She loves her child. Don and Candace, their first interview was, "Oh, it's quite elusive. It's quite elusive." You know, Candace is falling out drunk. Um, I don't know, guys, but today they are adding more resources in the search group, and hopefully they will find her. We could get word any moment, and she could be found. Want to show you a video here. This is from Grizzy's.
What we've seen and observed is that it appears that the water search is wrapping up for right now. We're starting to see everybody
This was
load the boats
yesterday.
back on to the trucks, getting trailered and stuff, But yeah, water. It appears that the water search is already ending for right now, and I do know that the search is back on tomorrow. Now there's still land search and ATV people searching by land and air, so they're still searching, just not in the water anymore. The water current is strong. The water temp is real cold.
Oh, I'm so glad Doug's showing up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good.
It's not very favorable. Hey, what's up, friends? No, she has not been found. Audrey Cunningham has not been found. Continue to be on the lookout, you guys, and share, and just, whatever we can do. Pray. Water search looks like it's already wrapping up for right now. They're see the boats and stuff. They're leaving with the boats. More news reporters, like the next shift of news reporters have come through. And this is what it looks like back here, back there where all the officers are at, the command post, that all that's gone. There might be 1 or 2 deputies left. And the search will be back on tomorrow, you guys. The search will be back on tomorrow. The water current is real strong. It might not look like it now, but it was stronger earlier. The water is cold and lots of debris. When we were on the other side,
I mean, look at this area, guys. This is a lot of water. A heck of a lot of water. So crime says, wonder if dogs hit anywhere. Yes, that river is dangerous and does have a current all the time. So they said when the dogs came, they I guess, had like a piece of clothing that Audrey was wearing, and they said the dogs immediately took off. So I'm assuming that they well, they've obviously found things pertinent to the investigation. Do y'all think Audrey's in the water? Sassy says, Sassy, they believe so, and they know a heck of a lot more than we do. So you know, has Steven told them? Possibly, possibly. Um, Justin, as a grandmother or dad, said anything? Uh, the I don't think the dad has at all. If they have, they haven't said much. They haven't said much. I think he has them on a wild goose chase. A lot of people think that, Sharon. A lot of people think that he could just be having them on a wild goose chase. But we do know that things were found in this area, and they have enough reason to believe this isn't the only area that they have searched either. They have searched other areas as well, but this is the main, epicenter of where they are searching for whatever reason, whether it is Stephen has told them uh, where she is, or the general vicinity where she is, or they have, data of some sort, whether he was spotted, could be, or it could be something in between all of that. If she was in the water, I wonder how far she could get in these days. It just depends on the current. It depends on if she, trigger warning, is attached to anything. It could be, is this where they found her backpack? They found her back. They didn't find it in the water, but they found it in the vicinity of this area. Yes. Um, and that's another thing. Was, the backpack was found, right? But wasn't it found close to the bridge? I can't remember if it was found close to the bridge or like under the bridge. You know, Stephen could have thrown it over the bridge when he was passing by or whatever. But the backpack was found. There are a lot of factors of how far she might be in the water. Yes. Yeah, he threw things out. Yeah. We certainly know he cleaned his car, his vehicle. He certainly, definitely cleaned his car, because we saw that picture of the vehicle. One second. Right. This was the vehicle. And then this is how clean it is there. Right. So he certainly cleaned the inside and the outside. I can guarantee you he never cleaned it enough. They will find evidence. They absolutely will, and I'm sure have found evidence. This car was muddy, then cleaned up. It had dirt and grass hanging off like the trailer, like the ball joint on where you tow stuff to. You can see there. They will find evidence. That is for sure. That is for sure. Hey, Momo. Um, uh, CNN wrote this, and they wrote, Audrey Cunningham was last seen near her home around 7 a.m. on February 15th and was supposed to catch the bus, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, but she never got on the bus and never made it to school. Do we know that she was seen near her home at 7 a.m.? Or is that an error? When was the picture taken of the Suburban compared to the one with him talking to law enforcement? I don't know. That's the photo that they put out. Yeah, it says Audrey Cunningham was last seen near her home at 7 a.m. on February 15th and was supposed to catch the school bus, but she wasn't. Hey, Brittany. Justin, are you surprised we still don't have answers? I thought we would know more by now, honestly. I honestly thought they would have found her by now. I did. But I'm a little surprised by that. But I do believe, hopefully, with more resources, more manpower, hopefully today they will find her. Janice says the photo of the Suburban was taken on traffic cam on February 14th. Audrey's neighbor thinks she saw her on the Suburban passing the bus. Wow. So Janice, that's interesting you say that because we were discussing earlier, you know, a lot of people thinks he may have done this, you know, before she was supposed to catch the bus. But according to you, the neighbor, if she thinks she saw the Suburban passing, she thinks Audrey was in the Suburban when it was passing. If she did see Audrey then and she was fine, well, then we know it happened after that. So we just don't know. Uh, that's the thing. That's the thing. We really just don't know when this happened. If it happened after that, if she actually was seen passing where she was to normally get on the bus, then he was premeditating this, and that to me makes it even more chilling, knowing what this SOB was planning to do. Okay, he dispatched Crystal. Mods, give dispatch Crystal a tardy slip. She's late. I'm just kidding. Good to see you, hon. Exactly, Canadian Cookie. If this is premeditated, it sets it even more, because let me tell you something. Obviously the law does not favor unaliving someone, but when you unalive someone and it's premeditated, it is you know, that is capital. You know, they can charge you with capital. In Texas, don't play. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Um, I've definitely heard that he was seen passing the bus stop, you know, never letting her off the bus and stuff. But if the neighbor, if so, we don't know, but if the neighbor said, you know, that she saw Audrey in the car or may have saw Audrey in the car and she was fine at the time, then yeah, absolutely, Pamela. We will keep you in our prayers, honey. Absolutely. Thank you, Sunny Days. All right. What are we doing? Let me see what I'm doing here. Um, mm, where was this at? All right. So now I want to talk about this. This right here. So Steven was selling his crackhead junk, right? This is what he was selling. A normal crackhead is going to sell everything that they can possibly sell. Most of this, we would throw this away. We would never keep something like this. But, you know, okay. So this was just like a day or two. Oh, let me take this thing down, this banner. Yeah, it's just junk. It's just junk. It's just junk. But sorry to go here, but you still we need this is true crime. So these weights, are they still, if he did not sell them, and I'm sure he didn't, are they still at the house? Are they still at the house? And if they're not at the house, where the hell are these weights? Yes, there's a 25-pound weight that's either missing or he never had it or whatever. Many items, message for prices. I mean, if people can sell this, it's just amazing. Yeah, that's definitely, this is tweaker vibes to say the least. He wanted to sell everything so he could leave the state, probably. Well, I don't know. I just think he probably wanted money, but he could have. But I would want to know where these weights are. Because obviously, a lot of times, if someone is disposed of in the water, there is some sort of weights that can be used. This is a photo of Stephen and Audrey's father. Meth up status, yes. Can sonar see the weights underwater? They can see the shape of the weights, sure. Yep, sure can. And you know something, and someone just said she was at school on the 14th. You know, I was just thinking when I saw that message, I was thinking, I feel really bad for the school. Feel really bad for the classmates of Audrey's as well. You go to school with the little girl, you know, she's your friend or she's your classmate. You see her one day and the next day she's gone. And it's not because she moved. Right. There is also underwater metal detectors they can use. Yeah, they have a lot of different um things that they can use. Exactly, Jan. Her poor classmates don't understand. But it just shows you that Steven and Dad are definitely friendly with each other. Right? Are definitely friendly with each other. This looks like some type of festival or something, right? I don't know the date on this picture. I don't know. Yeah. Exactly. Steven has been arrested and there's at least another person of interest. Could be Jenny, could be. Yeah, crimes, I understand that. Um all right, so Audrey's mom wrote this. I think she wrote this one, I'm pretty sure. This is all information I've retained from other people around the family. Okay, maybe no, this is not from Audrey's mom. Apologize. If anyone they allow in their home speaks to me in any way, they are instantly cut off and never allowed to step foot on the property or any of the family members again. Now, recently, Steven started to message me about Audrey. Maybe it is her. Like he wanted to help me see her. I've known the man wasn't right from the jump, but used him to get any information I could about my child. Last night, he messaged me trying to convince me to come alone without my fiance to park around the corner from my house to meet up with him and see my daughter. He insisted Audrey didn't like my fiance and she doesn't even know him. Red flags were flying high to me at this point, but I play along with the idea in hopes to get my daughter in my sight and hands after school so that I can call her father myself to come get her from this man. I was only trying to keep her father from pressing false charges or giving me further backlash to my daughter further on my daughter further giving me further backlash or my daughter. What does it say? Okay, he talks about all the chaos that they put my daughter through at the home, and he isn't the only mouth that I've heard this things come from. Well, he tells me he is taking her to school this morning and then coming to meet with me after school. I guess that's what she means. I realized that wasn't the case, and I I guess today isn't going to happen, and have a good day, while my fiance tried to contact her father directly due to me being blocked from. So he's trying to get that message. He's trying to set her up. He could have done Steven could have actually got Audrey's mother and done something to her as well. It's very possible. She knows the games they play, yeah. I hate voice to text because people literally just talk rather than, you know, I don't know, they just talk into it and they're like, well, I did this and well, I did that. And it's so hard to make it read because it's not the way it should sound. Okay, what else we got here? Why are we looking for video clear black? Why are the law enforcement looking for video clear back to 3 a.m. if she was last seen at 7 a.m.? I haven't heard that poetry. When the neighbor was speaking. My dad does that and he sends it even if they messed up. Yeah, I know it drives me nuts when people do the voice to text and they're like, well, then maybe you should do this and then maybe you should do that. Well, then I think I might, do this, that. And it's like, drives me nuts. A lot of yeahs, okays. Yeah, it's so hard to read like that. Okay, what else do we got here? Okay. The neighbor. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's watch this. Does anyone know, have they said has anyone said about a press conference? Does anyone know what time a press conference is gonna be today? Anyone? Anyone? They didn't have a press conference yesterday, did they?
New details about the person of interest in the disappearance of 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham. Tonight, we have new video of the suspect just a day after the child went missing and new information from neighbors about the last time they saw the girl. Fox 26's Abigail Dye is live in Livingston tonight with what she has found. Abigail.
Tom, neighbors say that they saw little Audrey walking to and from school every single day, but they didn't see her Thursday. But her family says that she left around 7 a.m. to walk to the bus stop. So somewhere in that half-a-mile walk is when she disappeared. And we are learning more about this person of interest who has a lengthy criminal history, including crimes against children. This video of Don Stephen McDougal was taken Friday morning off North Washington and Livingston. It appears an officer is questioning him. Authorities took him into custody not long after on an old assault charge. McDougal is a person of interest in the disappearance of 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham. She was reported missing the day before this video was taken, Thursday. Officials say family saw her last at 7 a.m. before she left for the bus stop. It's about a half-mile walk from her home. A neighbor, Denise Colajaco, says she's watched her make it daily, but the last time was Wednesday.
That would have been Valentine's Day. She was walking by. She was giving my dog loving, and told her Happy Valentine's Day.
She comes down this street, gives your dog some love on the way to the bus stop every day, but on Thursday,
she never went by.
And so is it your assumption that she did not walk to the bus stop? She got driven that day?
Yes, because the dog will alert us whenever she is walking by.
Authorities say they suspect foul play, and this McDougal has a very lengthy criminal history dating back to 2001. Records show he's been convicted of multiple crimes, including 2 counts of enticement of a child back in 2008. Documents say he was sentenced to 2 years in prison for each count. A search on Facebook pulls up this account, which appears to be McDougal's. He's seen in this photo with a swastika tattoo on his shoulder. Officials haven't confirmed his connection to Audrey, but Colajaco says she's seen him at the home.
I went by there one day and he was there. It was a hi and bye conversation, so I don't know.
Authorities found Audrey's backpack near Trinity River near the dam and have been searching the area since.
We love you and we want you home, Audrey. I'm sorry, baby girl.
Now, authorities have seized McDougal's vehicle that they were once looking for. McDougal is still in custody tonight, but he hasn't been charged with any crimes in the disappearance of Audrey. Live at the Lake Livingston Dam, Abigail Dye, Fox 26 News.
So that's
I understand that I was found guilty.
That's the neighbor. Why is it they always find the shades to the inner? Yeah, I asked her to come over, but she's live right now, so she'll do it later. But have they said anything about a press conference today? Let me see if Grizzly's been live. Grizzy has been live. Let's look. Give me a second. Is he? Oh, she's live right now. Hold on.
For coming out here and continuing it. And, you know, where's Audrey? That's the question. Everybody for all those hand warmers, all that stuff. The weather's much kinder. And let me say this too, man. Somebody sent me some hauls, and then another Hood News peep got me some cough stuff because I guess they heard my cough yesterday. Thank y'all so much. And yeah, man, blessings. And here we are. We're back out in Livingston. Hey, to my Houston peeps, let me go. Houston peeps. So just a little while ago, for my Houston folks, we posted a video. 2 videos were sent to me, and this is off of Gulf Freeway, Monroe, Winkler area out there. Man was found, like they reported a shooting, and they got dispatched out. You can see HFD. I had to blur a lot of that, like make it edit so that we don't see nobody deceased or anything like that. And they found a dead male, and he did have a gun in his lap. You
Uh-oh, this
guys, this is for Houston. he had a gun in his lap, but we don't know if it was self-inflicted or if this person met with foul play or what happened to him, if somebody did that to him. So go check that out to my Houston peeps. Right now, we got a woman in Houston. Also, another story I'm about to post. A woman is on the 4th floor of her apartment threatening to jump down. So I think HPD SWAT is out there. I do apologize, that I'm not able to cover as much, because I'm over here in Livingston, but we're out here for a good reason. We're trying to help with the search for Audrey and to cover this story. So I thank everybody that's helping me with footage while I'm not out there, because I'm not able to be in two places at once. So thank you so much. And the peeps that sent me these videos, they're like, hey, we know you're over there. Do your thing. We're going to look out for you. So thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll be posting that story in a little bit. Prayers for her to come down safely. We're in times where a lot of people have mental distress. If you feel that way, you don't feel like you want to be here anymore. Friends, stay strong. I've been there. And there will be a day when you don't feel like that. Just stay strong. We're overcomers in this lifetime, and get help. Tell people how you feel. People
Amen.
won't brush you off, I promise. Don't let that pride get in the way of you not living your life to the full potential. I used to feel like that, down and out, sad. I didn't want to be on this earth. And I acted on it twice. And I regret ever even thinking like that. And so just pray and ask for help. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. A lot of us feel like that at some point or another. And if you don't, then just know that others do go through things. Sometimes people are so unaware that some of the most happiest people are really like hurt and broken inside. So yeah, hang in there. And this is my favorite saying, and I'm gonna wrap this up. God squeezes, but he never chokes. All right, friends. I love y'all.
I love her. I love her. She's awesome. She does a lot of really good coverage, especially in her, Houston area and all that. So good person. Yeah, she's very cool. Uh, what is it? What's going on? They notified him at 1 p.m. Didn't you say the school called and told him she was never on the bus? I forgot how that worked out. I don't know, the grandma was the one that reported missing. She was the one that reported Audrey missing. So the thing is, I almost think now, thinking back on this, I think, Stephen, I kind of thought maybe the night before, but I now think maybe he actually did it that morning. Grandma thought he was taking her to school or the bus or whatever, and he did something, supposedly taking her to the bus stop and or school, and she never, came home, and that's when she reported Audrey missing. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what happened. School stated that she wasn't there. Yes. They contacted the bus driver and they said she never got onto the yes. That is correct. So I think he had this planned out. He was talking to that mom. He was talking to Audrey's mom that morning, pre-planning this. He knew what he was going to do. He's going to take her to the bus stop. He says, I'll take her to the bus stop or I'll take her to school. And he takes her and does wherever she's at now. Now, the thing that I would like to know is, when is the next time Stephen seen after he does this to Audrey? When is the next time he is seen? I've been told the next time he was seen was at about 11 o'clock in the morning. Justin, do you think she could be somewhere else and he threw it off her stuff at the river? Anything is possible, Sandy, but I think that they have a good enough evidence that they know where she is in that vicinity. Now, remember, his car was completely muddy. Remember, it had been, historic flooding there recently, lots and lots of rain. That is true. That is true. But if she normally walks, why does all of a sudden he want to give her a ride that throws red flags? Very true. Very, very true. I don't believe Stephen or Grandma. Yeah, I mean, I think, is Stephen a known drug user? Alcohol, drugs, everything. All the above. If he didn't tell them where she is, why did they have him out there the other day? And that's the thing. And Karma, they said the other day that they know things that they can't say, right? So they may have, like I said, Stephen may have told them. He may have not confessed, but he may have said, the last time I saw her, she was here in this area, right? Or he may have confessed and said, this is where I disposed. Stephen's victim came forward and said he went in her room in the middle of the night and tried to R her when she was 10 years old. Audrey was 11. I know. Oh, that just kills me to think. What is wrong with these people, man? What is wrong with them? Thank you so much, True Crime Knitter. I wonder if they checked the woods where that man he attacked with a pipe. Good question. Good question. They've said they've checked multiple areas. I am so sorry, Jessica. I missed this earlier. I apologize. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, Jessica and True Crime Knitter. Thank you very much. I think he's been doing stuff to her since there's other victims. Absolutely. These people, like, there's a reason these offenders, they cannot be rehabilitated. That is the reason they're on a list. That is the reason they are tracked, that they are watched, that they have to register. Well, Carla, even more red flags, but he also knew he was in trouble for the person he armed. What did Carla say? He pulled in the driveway when the police were there. Yes, I did hear that, but he backed up and pulled out, and the police went after him. and asked why he didn't pull in. Yes. I saw that. In my opinion, this isn't the first time. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not that I'm aware of, Sharon. Not that I'm aware of. Yes. Yep. At least a year. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. I will be live later. If there is a press conference, I will be live immediately. If there is, if she is found, if there's any breaking news on this story, I will be live immediately. Don't worry. Otherwise, I will see you guys at either 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Eastern this evening. But like I said, if there's anything that's breaking, a press conference, if she is found, or any other breaking news, I'll be live on it like that. If not, then I'll see you guys at either 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. this evening. We will continue to cover this. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Justice for little Audrey Cunningham. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. And thanks to all the people out there searching for her right now. Thank you all. I really appreciate your time. Bye-bye.